So hi there guys, welcome to my first drive impression of the all new Nissan Magnite.
The best we ever had, and we'll stay young forever. We'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shot from the top. Running wild, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
Hi there guys, welcome to Dino's World. Today I bring you my first drive impression of the all new or the bold new Nissan Magnite. I couldn't do justice on the launch stage because there were a lot of people converging on the same car. Today we want to give you a quick overview and a first look impression of the interior and exterior, and then jump straight into the drive impression. So without further ado, let's get this review started. So looking at the front fascia, you can see the bold new grille. That is the highlight or the hallmark element that sets it apart from the predecessor. You have a far more striking grille, more imposing stance than before. Nissan branding right over here, muscular bonnet lines right over here, far more prominently laid out front bumper with integrated fog lamps, and the headlamp cluster goes all the way to the back and has a sharpshooter design element to it with a lot of chrome elements lurking underneath. You also have the DRLs separately laid out to give you a kind of a saber tooth kind of a feel. So overall, the front fascia is far more striking than the preceding model. Moving on to the profile, the proper SUV stance is far more appealing than ever before, with the body cladding all around, flared wheel arches, 16-inch wheels, 195/60 R16 tires, and diamond cut alloy wheels, kind of an aero pattern to it for reduced drag and far more efficient aerodynamics. Huge amount of ground clearance with 205 mm of ground clearance, highlighting the SUV demeanor lurking underneath. Kind of a satin chrome finish to the beading to the doors, chrome door handles, blackened B pillar, kind of a blackened C pillar, and sloping roof line to highlight a coupe kind of a characteristics. Outside rear view mirrors with the integrated turn blinkers and a blind view camera right over here to highlight the blind spot. So looking at the tail section, again as I told you, the integrated spoiler with the integrated stop lamp and the shark fin antenna takes center stage. Also the wraparound tail lamp have a new layout to them, adds on a bit more muscle and contemporariness to the design language. Magnite branding on the tailgate, Nissan branding right over here, CVT branding right over here, and the Turbo branding right over here. Also the rear bumper has a very useful and elegant design to it, with kind of a skid plate kind of a feel to it, and integrated parking sensors, completing a perfectly cohesive and contemporary SUV, compact SUV kind of a design language, which will appeal to anyone across the family. So now that we are here near the tailgate, let's open it up and check out the boot space. That's another major plus for the Nissan Magnite. 336 liters of boot space, but the loading lip could have been flat such that you can slide on the luggage much more easily, but still it's a little hollow. You can put some large suitcases in here for airport runs. 60/40 split seats which can be folded flat to make way for more room if you want to go camping along with your family. So moving on to the inside, the new age design language comes full circle with the full leatherette seats with double stitching and kind of a quilt pattern to them. Also the specialty of these leatherette seats is that when you park it out in the sun, right on a hot summer day, it is going to retain 10 degrees lesser heat. I mean, it's going to keep the seats 10 degrees cooler. So because it has some kind of a special coating in it, so you don't have to burn your back every time you sit in the car after you've parked it in the sun. Also, the dash layout is so premium. You have a lot of leather finish to it. This is the only bit of plastic that I don't like. How I wish the similar kind of leather finish could have been retained in black to make this look a far more upmarket cabin, well ahead of its class than what it finds itself in this segment. Also, the steering wheel has a good soft touch feel to it. 3-spoke steering wheel with steering mounted audio and phone controls. You have a massive 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system right over here with wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You also have the automatic climate control, start stop button right over here, charging sockets right over here, the gear stick for the CVT transmission, well utilized storage spaces right over here. Let me just quickly sit and show you. The seat is very comfortable, offers good under thigh support, good lower lumbar support and back support, and also you have concealed storage right over here, a cool glove box right over here with almost 10 liters of storage, and storage spaces to slot your phones here and there. And ultimately the steering gets tilt function but no telescopic function, so that is something you need to note. So getting into the second row, this is where the magic happens. I mean, the kind of space management they've come out with, this has to be the most spacious, most roomy cabin in its segment or ahead of its segment, because look at the scooped out seat backs. You have storage space right over here, and the seat is set to my position. I'm close to 5 feet 6.5 or close to 5'7", and still look at the leg room. Goodness gracious. I think even people up to 6 feet tall can feel comfortable right over here. Ample amount of headroom on offer as well. That's spaced out cabin. You have dedicated air con vents right over here, dedicated charging socket with Type-C charging port right over here. Another thing, it can seat 3 full adults right over here because there is no hump in between. So it almost has a flat surface in the second row. So because there is no hump, 3 adults can feel comfortable in the second row. And just in case, just 4 people traveling, you can just travel in pure luxury, bringing down this armrest with cup holders and a little bit of storage space here. So I think space management is top notch in the new Magnite. It has a very good 7-inch color TFT with the Magnite coming out royally. Then you have this full color TFT with the rev counter right over there and the speedo console in the middle. And I'll show you different layouts. This is one layout with the fuel economy layout where the average is displayed and the speedo is displayed in the bottom. Then you have another layout where you have the rev counter on the left, the average being displayed on the right, and the speedo displayed in the bottom, and you have an MID full of information of trip details and other things. And then there's another layout with the tire pressure monitoring, which is really good and useful. Then you have a service reminder. Then you have the dimming control. Yes, this, my friend, is the auto dimming internal inner rear view mirror, IRVM. And here you have the touchscreen infotainment system with the driving eco. So this gives you marks and lets you know whether you're driving to maximize fuel economy or not. As of now, because we've been ripping it apart, it's not so great. But apart from that, you can get into smartphone integration to pair your phone for wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and also sound. You can use the balance and the fader, and here you can change the sound settings for different functions. Loudness can be turned on or turned off, and there's no particular graphic equalizer, but it does get Archimist sound mood system. JBL speakers are offered, and then you also have a brightness adjustment, day and night mode, and around view monitor that can be adjusted. So looking at the round view monitor, top view is offered for 360-degree view, and also tap it again, it highlights the blind spot near the front left wheel, such that if there is any pothole or a stone which is not visible for you, you can easily look at it with this blind spot highlighting camera. And again, you have a rear view of the what's happening at the behind, and then tap it again, it goes back into this top view to give you a clear view. The display is pretty legible, but it could have been better. But at this price point, I think they have given more than what you can ask for. In terms of safety, we get 6 airbags as standard right from the base variant, which is a very good thing considering the kind of price it has on offer. Also, you have ABS with EBD, electronic stability program, hill start assist, and a lot of other safety features with the surround view camera as well. So in terms of pricing starts from 5.99 lakhs, and again, as I told you, 2 powertrains to choose from. Both are 3-cylinder petrol engines, 1-liter petrol engines. One is naturally aspirated, the other is a turbo petrol. This one is the 1-liter 3-cylinder turbo petrol, comes mated to a CVT transmission. You also have a 5-speed manual transmission variant. This one puts out 100 PS and 160 Newton meters of max torque. Then the naturally aspirated variant is also there with 5-speed manual or 5-speed AMT or automatic manual transmission variant. So now that I've given you an overview, I'm really curious to see what kind of performance this one has on offer. So without further ado, let's hit the road now. So hi there guys, welcome to my first drive impression of the all new Nissan Magnite, or the bold new Nissan Magnite. It is magnetic in terms of value for money, in terms of bold new design, the intuitive tech it has on offer, safety features it has on offer, and the overall value for money proposition it brings across to the segment. So this is the key to happiness, and it is neatly laid out, has a good satin chrome finish to it. 5.99 lakhs is a starting price, which is an absolute steal for what you get from Nissan in terms of powertrain options and in terms of engine options. You have two engines to choose from. Both are 3-cylinder 1-liter petrols. One is naturally aspirated, the other is turbocharged. So this one is the 1-liter 3-cylinder turbo petrol, comes mated to the CVT transmission. You also have the naturally aspirated 1-liter petrol, which comes with 5-speed manual or the 5-speed AMT or automatic manual transmission. So first of all, let's start, and you have the Magnite coming into reckoning. So here you have parking sensors and guidelines. These are not dynamic guidelines, but they give you an idea. You have a top view, bird's eye view, and a rear view, and you can actually tap on this to get the side view, which is really helpful, because there are some puddles and some stones that you can't see with the blind spot. So this is kind of a blind view monitor or surround view monitor, giving you a 360-degree view with the let me just tap on this, bird's eye view, or at the same time you have this blind view monitor to highlight any blind spots that you might not be aware of. So now getting back into drive mode, let's turn around. Now there's one design flaw I'd like to point out for the Nissan Magnite. So that is, let us just turn around first. You can see the display is 8-inch display, decent enough. It is not super high resolution. It could have been better, but decent enough. You have top view as well. So first thing is where the design flaw happened is right over here. The handbrake, see, it comes in the way of seeing whether you are in the parking, reverse, neutral, drive, or the low mode. The low mode, L mode, I believe, is for steeper inclines, where you go into low and it starts maintaining higher revs to give you more power. So that is to tackle with inclines, is what I feel. Low speed, tackling slopey kind of scenarios. I put it into drive mode and sit back and step on the gas. Ooh la la, 6,000 RPM is where it is shifting. The acceleration is pretty good for a tall subcompact SUV. We're on triple-digit speeds in no time. Thing is rock solid, no uncertainty whatsoever. Very good damping settings, good steering calibration, rock solid feel. We're already doing 150 plus, and I think we'll slow down, because this is not meant for top speed. This is a proper subcompact SUV with taller stance, 16-inch wheels, 205 mm of ground clearance, and you sit pretty high, honestly, and it has a muscular contemporary feel to it. The design language, it's not a boxy SUV design. It has that muscular contemporary curvy kind of a design language with cuts and creases all over. So that is what makes it stand out, and especially in black. I've seen the Magnite, the previous gen Magnite in all black. It looks absolutely stunning. It looks sharp, sleek, modern, made to rule the urban environment, and it's a cynosure of all eyes, especially the all black variant. I hope they launch the all black edition soon for this new Magnite, because the grille has a bolder design to it, bolder look, with far more prominent grille, more imposing stance, more chrome surrounding it. Even the interior with this orange leather kind of a finish looks super premium. The one thing is this plastic panel right over here. How I wish they had changed this to all black leather, and they could have increased the price by maybe 15-20k. I wouldn't mind that, but the full black leather finish right over here would do justice to the Nissan brand. I mean, Nissan is a legendary brand, man. It is the owner of GTR. I mean, the R34s and the R35s that rule the drag strips or the drift competition. So when you have such a legendary brand and coming up with such a value for money proposition, I really hope they go all out. They have gone all out. Maybe that is saved for later. I really wish they change this panel and actually make it a full leatherette kind of a finish to give a proper premium cabin feel. Apart from that, I also love the JBL speakers. You do get Arkham sound for more immersive sound experience. Steering calibration is really good. Automatic climate control does its job. The fan speed is set to low. Actually, it's just set in level 1. And here we have 3 kids without helmet traveling. Really sad. And this is festive season. God, I just pray that nothing happens to these kids loitering around. The cabin cooling efficiency is really good. The body structure is made up of 67% ultra high strength steel, so it is a robust body structure. Also, the doors have a good chunky feel to them, and also the steering calibration, the way you hold the steering, everything feels top notch, and that's what you come expecting when you're driving a Nissan. It's not just any other brand, it's a Nissan. So you want that performance, you want that adrenaline rush to be felt, you want that Japanese precision, Japanese perfection to ooze out of these vehicles. And it does impress you with its resilience, with its exquisite fit and finish, and no compromise approach, despite the value for money tag that it carries and brings to the segment. Look at the stability, rock solid stability, and very seamless gear shifts. Now, whom is this meant for? This is meant for an ideal family of 4 or 5 maybe, where the husband uses it for office commutes, the wife can use it for grocery shopping, because the convenience of automatic does the job for you. Now, there are 2 powertrains, as I told you. The 1 liter naturally aspirated 3-cylinder petrol comes with AMT, automatic manual transmission. Now, what is automatic manual transmission? You do get a gearbox, but the onboard computer does the gear shifting for you, which is why the fuel efficiency of the manual is matched with the AMT. And it is maintenance free, it hassle free, it lasts you long, better engine life, and everything comes together in perfect harmony. You just want a city user, a city driver, or a city commuter. I think this serves the purpose. A compact design, you can park it easily, you have all the goodies to play around with, all the safety in the world taken care of. 6 airbags are standard right from the word go. Hats off to Nissan to underscore that safety. Hats off to our government to make who has made 6 airbags as standard for all the vehicles coming out from 2024. I think safety is of paramount importance, and every manufacturer is trying to highlight that, and so is the media fraternity, and at the end of it all, it is the general public who is enjoying the benefit. which is good. And then comes the elderly folks. Now the elderly folks also don't want fiddling around with the manual gearbox, having to get a leg workout with the clutch usage in the stop and go, horrible bumper to bumper city traffic. They want hassle-free driving experience, fatigue-free driving experience, and that's where the AMT comes into play. You have the convenience of an automatic without having to compromise on mileage. So the mileage figures for the MT manual transmission or this AMT, you have the 5-speed manual transmission or the 5-speed automatic manual transmission, both are the same. It is close to 20 kmpl for both. So you are getting, in fact, in the AMT, because the onboard computer does the gear changes, what happens is the fuel efficiency is maximized, and every drop of fuel is utilized, and also the gear changes to optimize fuel efficiency or towards optimizing fuel efficiency is more precise because the computer is programmed to do so. If so long as you're just going gentle on the accelerator, even here you can see that the NVH levels are well sorted. It is not too much of engine noise filtering into the cabin. That they have worked towards that as well. Also the leatherette seats, full leatherette seats, have good back support, lower lumbar support, and then of course you also have the safety features to watch your back. 6 airbags, hill start assist, the all surround view camera, and you have traction control, you have hydraulic brake assist. So you have all these safety features, electronic stability program to prevent the car from toppling over or losing control in panic steering scenarios. So all these things work towards safety. The performance is there, 100 PS of max power, 160 Newton meters of max torque from this particular engine, which is for the performance enthusiast. And for those who want mileage or fuel efficiency and they just want an economical vehicle, you have the 1 liter naturally aspirated petrol, which does the job for you in terms of offering maximized fuel efficiency. So there's something in there for everything. I mean, there's something in there for everyone, and also at an affordable price. And that's what makes this such a champion winning proposition, because the Magnite has always been a value for money workhorse that goes about its job judiciously in offering so much more for the value it demands, or the hard-earned buck that you're going to shell out. You get much more than what you come expecting at this price. Almost the price of a hatchback, you're getting a subcompact SUV, and that's a proper Nissan Japanese built with all the Japanese engineering inputs going into them. You're rest assured that the quality is rest assured. Yeah, the only thing that I keep telling is this kind of finish, if they had given here, it would have been better. You still get the soft touch feel to the door panels as well. How I wish we got that for this top panel. Apart from that, steering calibration, the steering weighs up really well at speeds upwards of 150. That's really good and feels planted and stable. Talks about perfectly damped suspension, and the brakes are decent enough. Yes, maybe the turbo variant deserves all 4 disc brakes, because the front 2 disc brakes do their job, but all 4 disc brakes for the performance variant is a must to have that extra bit of stopping power to stop in case of panic braking scenarios. Apart from that, everything is spot on. If you like what you see and want to see more pure automobile content, stay tuned to Dino's World. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, God bless, and drive safe.